Bonjour everyone. The time has come for you all to meet my sickening 14 queens who will all be competing on Cartoon Drag Race France Season 4. Now who has what it takes to be France's next drag superstar? I think they will all be able to tell you who.
Well, hello there. I'm Angel Dust, the twink porn star spider of hell, who has the sass, the glitz, the glam and the 5 trillion followers on Pornhub. But enough about that, let's just focus more on my natural talents. Because I have plenty of them. I sing, I dance, I sew, I choreograph my own music videos, and I can snort a whole box of cocaine in one go. That's talent, baby cakes. And that is way more talent than you are going to try and find from all my other competitors. Now, you may ask, what does this cunty-looking twink have that has never been seen before? And my response to that would have been my giant hole, but since this show is on YouTube, I sadly cannot go into that. So the deal that would make me stand out from the rest is my sense of humor. Because I can take a joke here and there. But if you and your busted-looking outfit are trying to read me, then sweet cheeks, it's raps for you. Kind of like how I wrap my body around the really hot trade who come to perform at the clubs back home. But anywho, I applied to be on this show because there has no really been enough versatility around here. Performance-wise that is. And like I said, I can do it all. Oh also, if anybody was wondering. No, I am not related to that fatty ginormous Miss Spider. Thank goodness she will never come back. But anyways, France, if you are wanting your Season 4 winner to have 6 arms, have a whole cup of body tea, as well as have the best record of who can throw goat the most men the fastest, then just root for your favorite drug Angel Dust to win, and soon you will be high just like me.
Naya ha 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 ha. Hiya. I'm Angie Yanaga, the divine artist of my beloved god, Achua, here to sculpt beauty, paint the truth, and maybe, sacrifice a few egos along the way. Ehe. So I applied to be on Cartoon Drag Race France Season 4, mainly because Achua had foreseen all the tragic endings to the divine spirits known as Celestia Loserbird from the Philippines. Kaito Mami Tosu, Ganta Goka blah blah, Sonia no thank you. Kiyotaka Isha Horrible, and Mondo Butter from Toon Madness. So now must be the time that Achua has planned for me to snatch the Danganronpa girls a crown. But now that I am on the show, Achua had told me this competition would be full of talent. And when I saw the cast, I thought, some of these girls were really made by a higher power, and some were made by a rushed animation team. And since I have met the cast, I can already feel who's spiritually aligned and who's, well, still searching. Poor Red Pucket is trying so hard to serve fierce, but Achua says she's just giving expired Etsy shop. And Fiorina? Maybe if drama counted as drag. But for me, I bring something they don't, for example, faith, fashion, and full creative freedom. I'm not just a queen, I'm a vessel for divine glam. And if you cross me, well, let's just say Achua has some interesting plans for you. So prepare your souls, MES Sherries. Because Angie Yanaga is here to bless the stage, paint the crown, and smile through every elimination. Tee-hee. Nee-hee-hee. With Achua's blessing, the rest of you don't stand a prayer.
Hi. It is me. Buniri, your fluffy little firecracker, bouncing in from the Sinnoh region. But who moved to the Kalos region, with style, sparkle, and a whole lot of heart. You may have already seen me here on the show. Probably because of my experience getting to be in the Season 3 Makeover Challenge with my drag mother's Lopunny, who was the runner-up of the season and who was an early elimination on All Stars 1. And my other mom, Lady Oscar, who was the winner of Season 3. But while my mom, Lady Oscar, has won a crown, my mother Lopunny's time for a crown is just on hold, so both her and Lady Oscar helped get me into drag and helped me shine as the superstar bunny that I am. Now don't let the big ears and soft fur fool ya. I may look sweet, but I'm ready to slay. I've battled, trained, and danced my way across stages and battlefields all across Sinnoh and Kalos. And have practiced sewing techniques needed to glam up the stage for you to all jump on your feet for me. But if I would have to describe my fabulous drag aesthetic, then it would have to include rhinestones, pastel pinks, and anything that sparkles brighter than a shiny Pokemon. Now my drag is part pop idol, part bunny babe, and all passion. I'm here to show the world that with my short time doing drag, that cute can conquer all, and that joy is a superpower. And I want to make people smile, hop with happiness, and to remember that even the softest queens can pack a punch. So get ready, darlings. Buniri's in the building, and this bunny's ready to bounce straight into your hearts. Let's go.
Bonjour, mes chéris, I'm Cinderella, yes, the one and only Cinderella. Princess, icon, and the original glow-up story. From ashes to elegance, darling, and now, onto the runway. Now, I am here on the show, because it's about gosh damn freaking time. It is just time for another beautiful queen to win. Now throughout my life I've dealt with jealous stepsisters, cruel treatment, and hideous fashion, so I think I'll manage when having to look at a few, or maybe even all the queens when they are in wigs and sequins. Although, while some of my competitors are rather, to label them simply as an annoyance. Some of them do remind me of my stepsisters. Loud. A little messy. And just trying their best. Now from what I hear, that little white, flipping. Floppy, choppy. Snow White is here with me in the game. Now we're very different girls. But I always say, kindness is key. And I fully believe in lifting other women up, especially when they're still so very, 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 very far below you. I said very 12 times because when the fairy godmother had told me that the clock struck midnight, my dreams would become my visions, and my visions would become a reality. And the truth is, I didn't come all this way, through soot and glass and magic, just to be outdone by a few twinks in a corset and some vermin. So I'm here to bring class, couture, and royalty back to the crown. So polish your shoes and curtsy properly, ladies. Because Cinderella's not just going to the ball, she's here to win it.
Hi, I'm Ella, your musical, magical, majestic maiden from the kingdom of total drama Pakatu Island DD Tilda. Now going into the game, I have heard that people say I remind them of Snow White, the voice, the poise, the birds who braid my hair, and honestly, I totally see it. I mean, if the tiara fits, right? Some girls in this competition are so serious, so icy. But I'm here to bring joy, sparkle, and show that true love and musical numbers still matter in drag. Plus, no one else can hit a high C while tap dancing in glass slippers. Not naming names, but some of them are a little too busy being royal to have fun. And why, I may not have a fairy godmother, or a giant mouse PR team, I do have a heart, a bucket full of glitter, and a dream. And that dream was that I would someday become a princess. But in this competition, I am going to need dream bigger to become the queen. So get ready for some singing, some sparkle, and a whole lot more singing. Because Ella's not just a storybook queen, she's the next chapter, and ill you that on high note.
People of Drag Race France. Silence in the court, for her honor, her highness, her whiteness. Fiorina has arrived. Now to those who don't know me, I am the god of drama, the diva of Fontaine, and the only queen here with both a courtroom and a catwalk to her name. I don't compete, I perform. And every moment I'm on screen is a trial. For the other girls, that is. Oh no, is that shade? No, don't worry, it's simply just truth being presented theatrically, Tilda. Now the last time there was ever any Genshin girl or guy representation was when Venti competed on the Philippines' first ever season. But babies, this is season 4 of Cartoon Drag Race France. And the longer living the French, the longer the amount of time you will get to watch me slay your screens. Now I've heard whispers that some of these queens are sweet, or elegant, or relatable. How? Quaint. Meanwhile, Fiorina, which is I, is opulent, opinionated, and obviously the moment. Because bitches, I do not just steal the scene, I am the scene. So prepare yourselves, mysteries. For while the others prance and pose, Fiorina will be commanding attention, crushing challenges, and making every episode her courtroom. Objection. Overruled. Now. Cue the applause.
Hey there, sugar plums. I'm here, the original trickster twink of Germany, and trust me, I'm not just here to hop around. I'm here to hop off. Kind of like how Miss Piggy hopped off her diet. Whoops! Did I say that? Yes I did. You are welcome, because someone had to say it. But anyways, back to me. Now you might know me as the good little gay boy always outrunning the big bad smelly top wolf. But now I'm running straight to the top of the cartoon drag race France mountains, ears first, heels second. Beyond okay, I may be all fluffy fur and floppy ears, but don't get it twisted, this twink bunny's got bite. I know how to work a runway, dodge a falling piano, and throw shade without saying a word. And yeah sure, there are some fancy queens here with gowns and glitter and drama. But me? I'm bringing full-blown head job chaos, classic comedy, and just a little bit of sparkle to this stage. And spoiler alert! Audiences love an underdog. Or in my case, well, a bottom. So buckle up, mes lapin, because this bunny? He's not here to play nice. He's here to win. And maybe prank a few divas on the way tilde. Also, if you see a wolf running around anywhere, hide me!
Greetings everyone! I am Ayra, Princess of Volta, High Guardian of Ancient Magic, and now, Mistress of the Main Stage. And yes, I did say Princess of Volta, because my sister, or well, my younger sister Talia, who you may know, is also from Volta, and she was also the winner of Season 2. And then she was robbed because of that Nikolai guy when she went to go compete on Cartoon Drag Race vs. the World. Since my little sister won the Lowly Rock Queens a crown, it was my duty to keep leveling up my drag to then audition so I could try and outdo her run on Season 2. She had 3 wins, and so I plan to win 4, she had 1 bottom and I plan on having no bottoms. And as the older princess of Volta, while Talia has been away on tour, I've battled dark forces, protected kingdoms, and led warriors into victory. But to win this game, a few sequins and death drops should be simple and easy to manage. Now this season I have seen much potential in many of the queens here. Youthfulness, energy, and a whole lot of chaos. Which are all admirable traits. But having raw power without discipline is like a wand without focus, flashy, but dangerous. And usually, forgettable. Some of them may think magic is just all sparkle and noise. But true magic is presence, commanding, and knowing when to strike with silence instead of spectacle. And I'm not here to make enemies. But I will not dim my power to make others feel more comfortable in the game. Because this game is my game to win it. And I will win the Lowly Rock Girls a second crown and join my little sister in that Hall of French fame.
Hello. I'm Mune. Guardian of the Moon. Dreamwalker. Starlight Spirit, Drag Queen, in progress. I know when looking at me, I'm not exactly what you expect to see or think about when you hear Drag Queen. I don't have a loud laugh, or giant hair, or, any idea what I'm doing with false lashes. But I do have something most don't. Which is cosmic charm. And bioluminescent cheekbones. I come from a realm where emotions shape reality. So when I perform, I'm not just doing drag, I'm channeling dreams, shadows, starlight, and all the things you see when you close your eyes and smile. I know I might seem quiet next to the louder girls. But I've faced solar beasts and shadow monsters, so I think I can handle a room full of glittery or even petty drama. But sometimes if I need a room to be quiet, then I won't be afraid to speak my truth. And truth be told, people have always said to look out for me, because you may never know when the quiet one will strike. And I plan to strike every moment in this game. So if you're ready for some moon magic, Then just follow my bright blue glow. Because I'm Mune. And I'm about to night up this competition and be the winner of Cartoon Drag Race France Season 4.
What's up, France? Red Pucket's in the building, but you may all also know me as the one and only Little Red Riding Hood. Now Divas the Hood is not because of my red hood, it's because I live in the hood. Just kidding, but anyway, I auditioned for France because I thought it was something cool, new, and different. And I have been meaning to test out my abilities as a drag performer. I have been performing for about 8 long years. And so I plan to use my 8 years of experience to win this competition. And as you may know, I've dealt with wolves, rabbits, explosions, granny stunt doubles, and I didn't even smudge my lip gloss. So yeah, I think I can handle a few insecure queens and some snatched wigs. What I can't handle is that Angie Yanaga girl though, but you will all get to understand more of that later. Now some of these girls act like they're storybook royalty. And honey, I am a fairy tale, but I rewrote the ending myself. You want happily ever after? You better earn it, bitch, because nothing comes for free is what I have learned. Now I've got the vocals, the attitude, and the walk that'll send you back to grandma's house crying. I'm not a damsel. I'm not a victim. I'm the problem you didn't see coming, hun. So watch out, girls. 'Cause Red's not just here to huff and puff. I'm here to blow the house down, mama, and that's the tea.
Hey besties, it's me, your girl, Shantae, not Sachet, but Shantae, the half genie from Sequin's land, who's full glam, and 100% that queen. Now, you might know me from saving entire kingdoms in a crop top and hoop earrings. But now, I'm trading in monsters for mascara and belly dancing all of my body odi in the clubs. A lot of girls here are cute. Some are polished, and some of them serve just basically risky boots. But how many can shapeshift and shimmy in heels, huh? That's right, babes. I transform looks literally and figuratively. Some queens are just playing as side characters, while I am the main character. I've got hair that defies gravity, hips that don't quit, and magic that's as flashy as my big juicy gyat. Now whether I'm serving fish, genie, or full-on final boss bitch fantasy, one thing's for sure. This competition just got a lot more enchanting now that your favorite half genie is here. Because I didn't come to Sachet, I came to Shantae baby. Now everyone please get a good look at me as you all watch me win this crown with a wink, a whip, and a whole lot of work bitch.
Bonjour, Miss Amos. I'm Sophia. The first, and if the name didn't already tell you, I don't do second place. Now, I was just a regular girl in my little village doing alright, and then poof. I became princess royalty overnight. So now I need to serve you all the royalty. And trust me, I know how to rise to any occasion. Especially one with a crown at the end. Now I am a big new to drag. I have only been doing it for about 1 week actually. Yes, I know that sounds crazy, but trust me. Even with my extremely short time doing drag, I know that I have what it takes to win this competition. Because why else would they have accepted me to be on this show in the first place? But if something does end up going wrong, I have my special little amulet that my daddy gave to me. But with my charisma, and my 1 week experience of doing drag, I know that I won't need any help. And hey, some of the other queens are kind of loud, dramatic, and, let's just say, not quite what you'd call queen material. But that's okay. Not everyone has a magical amulet like in a royal education like me. And as shady as I want to be, I believe in kindness, grace, and stoning queens tights. As long as they remember who's wearing the real tiara. And this show is not just about sparkles and gowns. It's about heart, courage, and knowing exactly when to turn up the royal drama. And I'm ready to show everyone that being the first means you're also the fiercest.
Sup, the name's Wolf. You might have heard of me, you know, the notorious troublemaker, as well as the eternal pursuer of one very smug little rabbit. But anywho, now I have seen that a few of these queens are trying to serve pretty. But I'm here to serve chaos. I've been blown up, dropped off cliffs, chased by goats, arrested 3 times in one day, and have even blown up pretty big on Pornhub, just saying. And now, by me getting a look at the cast has made me realize that, yeah, he's here. The fluffy-tailed, smug-smiling little show-off. Hair. Like he is always bouncing around. Always so sweet and innocent, always one step ahead. Cute laugh, too, not that I notice or anything. But anyway, don't get it twisted. This ain't some fairy tale where the villain loses. Because I have done my wolf-like dues, and I have waited a super long time for my moment in the spotlight, and now that I am here in France, I'm ready to blow this competition away. But if one floppy-eared distraction thinks he's gonna outshine me again, he's got another thing coming. Just maybe this time. I won't chase him. I'll let him come to me.
Bonjour my intergalactic travelers, my name is Yoko Sununo, and, despite me doing drag, I am also an engineer. As well as an intergalactic adventurer. And yes, now, drag queen. Some queens enter the room with noise. I prefer to let results speak for themselves and serve poise. I've faced alien civilizations, underwater ruins, and time travel paradoxes. So comparing all of that to a sewing challenge would be like comparing a 1 + 2 math equation to flying a giant-ass spaceship in space. Now I don't need to shout to be heard, because I believe strength lies within body language and not volume. Precision, as well as dedication and artistry, is where you'll find me. I respect every queen in this room, because all drag is valid, and we are all just here to express ourselves, evolve, and entertain. But make no mistake, I didn't come to observe. I came to lead, and I intend to earn your respect, just as I've earned it in every world I've stepped heel in. So call me poised, call me reserved, call me quiet, but by the end of this, you'll call me one thing above all: winner.
Alrighty, well everyone, that was the entire cast of Cartoon Drag Race France Season 4. Now I hope you have your winner picks ready. And I hope you are ready to watch some queens' dreams turn into their nightmares. And here is the big question: who will end up winning their happily ever after? And whose story will end in Miss Piggy's sword trap race? You'll just have to wait and find out soon. Toodles darlings.